slow, you gon' pay the price. Best up the item you choose. Money ties in the culture, hit you with them K ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the usher. No, 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 I can't touch it. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing sorta, fumbling all through the rubber. Remember this shit jump at the top, I was young and something.
Nope, nope, nope.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old
Alrighty, here we go.
Ready for football indeed in
Here we
Chicago,
go, chat.
as their
Here
guys
we go.
get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
I was on 2K, man. Couldn't do it. Could not do it.
To get things going. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Fucking do it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Oh yeah, he's finna run it. Come here. He's finna run it. Yep.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
Fucking do it.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
All right, come on, come on. Come on.
2nd and 2.
Come on. Jimmy, come here.
Now it's Trubisky.
Ah, this motherfucker.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
Better hit harder than that. Come on. Come on, Billy Badass. Come on. Come on.
Made sure the quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure
Come on,
catch.
Billy Bad.
Put the down marker back to 1.
Get it. Yep. Fuck. Fucking knew it. Fucking bum.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Okay.
Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down.
Come on, man, I gotta stop. I gotta stop him. Who's in the chat? Who it is in the chat?
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
What up? Who in the chat? The Chizzy chat.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky.
Ah, bitch.
And this will be a gain of 6.
He didn't fumble, bro.
Down to the 15 from the 21. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch.
Come on.
And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback?
Yeah, come on.
Maybe you tighten down on the receiver.
I fucking knew it, bro.
Chip away at their
and he is in.
Fucking does the same play.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter.
Okay.
In the end zone.
And I love your last point.
ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Mostert. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
The tackle by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, here comes Mostert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 18 yards, first down Niners.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. He's got a first down.
Ah, damn it. That would have been to the house.
Inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Second and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
Running left, Coleman on the toss. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe...
Oh, you lucky motherfucker, dog. Lucky motherfucker, dude. That ain't working again. Don't do that dumb shit again, bro. Don't do that dumb shit again.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Montgomery down right around the 25. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's
better take your points.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
third down. Trubisky. Pressure applied.
Better take your fucking points.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
A 50-yard attempt.
You fucking missed it.
This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Damn.
NFL
He missed it.
Nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mostert. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run,
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
They haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
3 plays and no.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Carter, pushing through the contact. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over
at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. They gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. That would give to the big fullback use check. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Niners 17, Bears 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Trubisky will throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Everything happened.
Picked off by Quran Williams. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Stop playing with me, dog. Stop playing with me.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. And the 49er first down.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete right side to Komet.
Yeah, do that again. That ain't working. That ain't gonna work. Nope, that's not gonna work again.
On the play, first down.
The 49-yard line.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. Don't do that again. Don't do that again, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Now Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35.
All right, well, you didn't do it again. Cool, cool.
This one goes for 19 yards.
Yeah, if you knew if you did that again, yeah, it would have been a pick.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky.
No, bro.
It's incomplete.
No, bro.
Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
All right, we on that. Yeah. We on that. That was dumb. How'd you throw triple covered?
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when the ball plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Gonna call a timeout or no? Okay. GG.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on.
wants to mess around, yeah, I'll mess around. I ain't gonna have her get mad at me because I didn't mess around with her. But like, if it's someone and she's